This is a parthenium. This is otherwise in locally they known as Congress grass, because most of the people, this is the enemy of farmer they call it, but I wanted to make it little bit different. So whatever the parthenium in your farm, you cannot eradicate at a time, but how any species is coming on this planet Earth, there is a reason, because we don't make that plant is enemy, because you have to think your brain how to use them. Every plant has their own properties, and you think as a resource, don't think them as your enemy, but how to use them, you know. It is one of the very good example. Most of the farmers, they are facing a lot of problem with this parthenium. Is a weed which has almost all, it is everywhere, it grows lot of profuse germination, and it is invasive everywhere. So in the wet and particularly in the dry lands, that is the only species it grow everywhere. It is not a good fodder even, but you can use as a biomass, as a mulch material, green matter. But as long as this is a plant, so if you before flowering you have to almost all you have to uproot, do it. Otherwise, if you after seed formation, if you uproot again, the lot of seeds will germinate and they will become another weed forest other. So in that case, what we can do is just we can chop them. When you use as a plantation, is a great advantage of your having your material. So don't use as a mulch in the initial. If it's a flowering like this, you have to use them as a green matter. You can use as a manure, because a lot of it retains a lot of water and much more immediately available for the root zone, lot of nutrients, and a good you have to put inside. Even there is no possibility of again germination of seed and becoming a weed and parthenium. Just you have to insert all the pieces into the pit, and just you put some soil over it, and so that it will decompose very faster, and that is how you have to use all the plant. But it's sometimes if you move in the parthenium plantation, parthenium areas, it is causes lot of skin allergy, and sometimes is a asthma also it leads, and it's very skin disease it causes. Not only that, I think it's if you even your cattle they eat, I think it will take the milk of same buffalo or cow, it will be little bit bitter. So you can imagine how strong this plant is. So in this context in permaculture, you think how you use the resources is one of the resource. How best you can use them, you can get the benefit out of that plant. So this is one of the very available, cheaply available. Every farm has a lot of. You don't say for mulching before flowering. After flowering, you can use as a green matter. After before flowering, it is you can use as a your mulch material. So this is how best we can use them. You can see that. So is a pit also. Normally when the people they talk about making a big pit for 3x3 or 2x2 is not required. This is a simple a mango plant. Just you have to remove the packet, and this it requires only your packet size pit is required, not more than that. No plant has required more than is the size of the plant double. That's all. The depth and width wise is the double the packet depth wise and width wise. Just you have to. But when you are planting some of the graft mangoes, most of the people they don't look at the things. But this is your seedling, and the graft material already is grown 5 steps. But you have to ensure that this should not be there in your sand metal should be cut. This you have to remove. This should not allow to grow. Otherwise it will grow and your sand material will suppressed. So that is the reason. Just you have to be ensure when you are planting them. Just the planting. And when you are opening the pocket, don't plant with the polythene bag. Just there is the water. Just you have to take out like this. You have to hold like this when you are taking the pocket, the polythene bag. Just you have to make ups and down. Hold it perfectly. The soil should be intact with the root system. Just you have to plant in place in the center of the pit. Okay. Then you don't throw it. There are a lot of small roots are there. The hair is a lot of nutrients in this root, in this hair and the soil. So instead of throwing it out, just you have to dip into the water and wash it and use the same water for the plant. Okay. So just I am planting. So right now there is some water. I have to bring water and put them. No problem. Just after putting this thing, you have to press it. Normally they will plant it and leave it, but they not with the slippers. Always you have to do with your bare foot, not just with slippers. Don't trample like that. Just to take out and hold it. Okay. If any muzzle person, if he comes also, it doesn't come out. Normally the cattle will go and they will uproot sometimes. But if you press it, the pressing, there is an advantage of when you plant these trees. So the root zone should not get disturbed with the aeration. The air will take away all the moisture, whatever moisture contains in the pocket, that soil. So it should not take away, so that you immediately when you plant them, you have to press them and leave it. Whatever the moisture in the pocket, that will take care of the plant root zone. Okay, so immediately after planting, the mulch, you have to mulch immediately. Otherwise, the watering and mulching is very, very important. If somebody has the water, I think you get some water from there. You have to immediately water them. Mulch with all the okay. Just when you are mulching, just you leave this is because this sunlight is required. The solar radiation is very important for the root. The stem, don't touch this. Sometimes also the organic matter will get rot while that process. It will touch the grafting portion will get damaged, or it will become a wound. From there the plant will get damaged. Don't touch your stem. Okay. So just to keep away little bit 3-4 inches away from the stem. That's where all the plants should be mulched like this.